It is one of those rare government entities that is relatively productive and efficient. And in the city of Atlanta, it's also one of the most visible. Tonight, we take a closer look at the sometimes dizzying pace of a place that we, as a news team, are covering all the time. Channel 5's Doug Richards joins us now with more on Atlanta's Court of First Resort. Doug.
Well, Brenda, every weekday morning, guards fan out in the Atlanta City Jail to find inmates who'd been arrested the previous day. They lead the inmates, hundreds of them, through a walkway into an adjacent building housing Atlanta's Municipal Court. Then, for the rest of the day, a team of judges handles each individual case at a pace that is downright staggering to watch.
Ready for business.
Another day, another 60 or so court cases for Judge Elaine Carlisle.
Okay, this is where I go in.
All right.
Thank you very much. You may be seated.
Carlisle will spend the next 4.5 hours behind the bench in Courtroom 1 of Atlanta's Municipal Court.
Please bring out Kwame Asante, please. Officer Singleton, all witnesses.
Dispensing a preliminary version of rapid-fire justice.
If you could please bring out Christopher McPhail. If you could please bring out Antoine Thomas. If you could bring out Tony Troutman. In the course of the day, we can handle the trial of spitting on the sidewalk, which is still a municipal infraction, up to a murder case, which happens quite often. Mr. Wilkes, you are accused of going into the Royal Peacock Club.
As usual, this day's calendar is clogged.
Less than an ounce of marijuana concealed in your right pants pocket.
Carlisle's job is to decide whether there's enough evidence to keep a case in the legal system.
Very well. For the record, I will accept the plea of guilty. I find for the record that the accusation is sufficient to support the plea.
She can also accept guilty pleas and hold quick trials on city ordinance violations.
Mr. Willard, your charge of loafing and loitering at Hartsville Airport brought against you by Officer Newkirk will be dismissed. The officer is not in court.
She is also quick to dismiss cases that she says don't hold up legally.
We also work very hard and diligent in protecting people's rights. Stevens, your charge of burglary, making terroristic threats, using fighting words towards another, and criminal damage to property will be dismissed. Victim is not in court.
Thank you, Your Honor, and have a nice day.
You too, sir.
Sometimes the dismissals come back to haunt the judges. Last fall, a municipal court judge threw out a case against two men accused of shooting an 8-year-old girl. Judge Andrew Mickle released the suspects because neither police nor the victim's family showed up for a hearing.
This is inexcusable, but
even the mayor blasted the judge.
The story is that the perpetrators will be rearrested.
Sometimes the police do drop the ball, law enforcement, and it may be a miscommunication between the prosecutor's office and the law enforcement agency, which I think happened in that case. And sometimes you have to make an unpopular decision.
You are accused of the offense of rape. How do you plead to the charge, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Mr. Troutman, you are accused of reckless conduct, carrying a pistol without a license, possession of cocaine with intent to distribute.
In a week, one judge may handle 300 criminal cases. They rely on their experience and knowledge.
Then what you need to do is be serious about getting the alcohol counseling.
And their instincts in order to keep moving municipal court's rapid-fire version of preliminary justice.
I find for the record that the accusation is sufficient to support the plea.
Municipal court judges see and hear just about everything. They have repeat offenders who are in court so often the judges know them by their first name. And each courtroom comes equipped with a can of Lysol disinfectant spray for those especially ripe defendants, to use one judge's description. So tune in tomorrow night when we'll have more on the sheer spectacle that is Atlanta's Municipal Court.
Rapid fire is right. Boy, she's going through those cases like lightning. All right, you showed us. It truly is the people's court. How many people does a court see in a year's time?
109,000 cases last year in Atlanta's Municipal Court. That comes to about 2,000 per week.
Good gracious.
A lot of people arrested in Atlanta,
All right,
as we all know.
Yeah, maybe even quicker than lightning. All right, look forward to your next piece tomorrow night.
Okay.
Thanks. Just ahead on Eyewitness News Prime Time tonight, we'll go back to the scene of tonight's breaking news.